Welcome to the Young CEOs Mastermind Call. We have these every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host. My name is Andre Kennedy, aka Free Play Dre. You guys can follow me on social media. But I am the founder of the Young CEO organization. And I don't really take credit because, you know, this is something that God has ordained. So I thank him for that. Now, with that being said, today's topic is actually going to be about establishing your LLC. You guys know on this channel, on this YouTube channel, we talk about credit, building, leveraging, fixing your credit, all of those different topics. But today we're going to talk about building your business, okay? Because this is something that you guys need to be doing in the meantime while you're actually, building and repairing your credit. Okay, so a lot of you guys are already in the phases where you got the first credit builder, the second credit builder, and the third credit builder. Some of you guys might have only got the first one or the second one, and you're still pending an ID verification or something of that sort. Okay, so that is, some of the challenges that we're facing as beginners. But with that being said, it's part of the process. Okay, they have to verify you. You have to send your identity in. They want to make sure nobody is applying for these credit cards in your name that is not you. Okay, so that's the reason why they are checking to make sure, and they're having you send ID verification and things of that sort in order to approve you for these credit cards, these credit bills. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're applying. Okay, now another thing that I want to talk about is the wins. Okay, because I always want to start off with the wins. I'm grateful for everything that this community has brought forth. So I have to tell you guys about some of the wins that we've been having as of lately. So let's talk about that for a minute. So we have Alicia, which just advanced to the 700 plus club. So congratulations, Alicia, for doing that. She was with us for a while now, and she has got all the credit builders, and she is now moving to the process where she's going to start getting high limit trade lines. Okay, we just have some utilization we have to deal with on our profile. Okay, so that is a factor, but 700 plus, she's up there. She can get approved for a mortgage loan. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind. 700 plus is what we're aiming for, family. I'm going to try to speed through this. We got 2 items deleted off Kristen Lee's credit report. We did process those dispute letters through Easy Disputes 2.0, so she was able to receive some results using our software. Congratulations to Kristen Lee for getting those items removed. We got one more item that we need to get removed. I believe that'll fall off in round 2 or 3, so you guys got to trust the process, got to be patient, got to send those first round, second round, third rounds in order to get these items deleted. So it's a process. Charity, Melissa, Dennis, and a few others have all since joining taken action and got the credit builder cards. Might not have been all 3 yet. Some of them got 2, some of them got 1, but we have approval receipts, okay, from these students getting approved for these credit cards in a matter of weeks of joining our program. Okay, so what our program is it's Dazzlu.com. You guys can see that down in the bottom corner. You guys will see Dazzlu.com, and you guys will be able to partner with us. We have a website where we fix credit. We have a website where we help build credit, and we have a website where we help build business credit as well. So that is something that you guys will be looking at Dazzlu.com. I'm looking forward to having you guys join and be a part of that. Give me 1 second here. Let me mute my brother Khalil. What's up, Khalil? Good to see you. Glad that you were able to join today. This is being recorded. Let me go ahead and mute this real quick. Sorry. Okay, you are muted. Okay. Cool. So we are going to get back. We're going to talk about business credit today. But that was a couple of our wins. And like I mentioned prior, you guys will be able to visit dazzler.com to get access to a membership and become a part of our team. Okay, so we're going to talk about building business credit. I'm going to share my screen with you guys here, and you're going to get a chance to see how to start building. I'm going to do it from scratch. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go to the desktop share. Okay, perfect. So hopefully you guys are seeing this. So we're at Google right now. If you could see my screen, type 1 in the chat box. If you could see my screen, type a 1 in the chat box. And we are on Google right now. Okay, perfect. We got some ones in the chat. So you guys are able to see this. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, so when we're first building our business, right? Because while we're, in the process of repairing our credit, we're sending out dispute letters. It takes time for them to get back to us. We're acquiring those credit builders, the starter credit builders that we talk about in the program. We're acquiring those cards, but it's taking time because we have to send in verification to get approved for the card and things of that sort. Okay. So all that's happening. But in the meantime, while we are waiting, what we should also keep in mind is we should be establishing a business. Okay. A business as in an LLC. Okay. And things that we need to think about when we're establishing a business is an entity name. Okay, so we need to understand that certain entity names can be risky. So we need to avoid certain entity names. And when I say avoid certain entity names, I mean anything to do with credit, anything to do with real estate, anything to do with trucking is now a new one that presents a risk to lenders. Anything to do with what was the other one? Hair. So, hair, stuff like that, another risky business. So those are some of the ones that you want to avoid putting in your name. And also what I'm going to talk about is the NAICS code. So let's look that up, NAICS code. Okay, so I want you guys to understand what this is. Hopefully you guys can follow along with me on this. But we're going to look it up, and then we're going to give you the definition. See here. Okay, so okay, so it is introduction to NAICS. Hopefully you guys are able to see my screen and you guys can follow along with this. The North American Industry Classification System, that's what NAICS stands for, is the standard used by the federal statistical agencies in classifying business establishments for the purpose of collecting, analyzing, and publishing statistical data related to the U.S. business economy. Okay, so how your business is registered is helping the government to keep track of how businesses are operating, what type of income they're making, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and also how they're being taxed. Okay, so we also need to keep that in mind as well. But the safest bet, I don't want to get too deep into NAICS codes, but all you need to really know is you want to identify your business as a consulting business, number one. That's a safe bet. Consulting businesses are always a safe bet. Number two is going to be a ad agency, something that is marketing, okay, advertisements, right? That's another safe bet. And another safe bet is e-commerce. Okay, so you can label your business as e-commerce, meaning you just simply do business online. You have an online website, you provide a product, you ship it, you sell it, whatever, sell digital products, all that is considered e-commerce. Okay, so those are all three safe bets. Don't want to get too deep into the NAICS codes. And we might have to even do a part 2 of this, building business credit or building your business first, and then you can acquire business credit. But we're building our business in the meantime while we're building our person. Okay, so NAICS code. Hopefully, you guys learned something from that. If you did, type a 1 in the chat. NAICS code is something different. Okay. Now that's important also. So when we're building our website, we need to keep, or when we're building our business, we need to keep in mind of that. Okay. So we're going to go to, in order to establish our business, we need an EIN. Okay. So a social security number attaches you to your personal credit. Okay. So when they're looking your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian scores up, those scores are attached to your social number. Okay. Your social security number. Okay. Now, when it comes to your business is attached to what's known as your EIN number. Okay. So we're going to go to the IRS.gov website. A lot of you guys, some of this is just, already known information, but sometimes it's good to hear it again for the first time. Right. So, anyways, we're looking at the IRS.gov website because this is where we're going to acquire our EIN for free. Okay, all we got to do is go in the search bar and type in EIN. Okay, and what's going to come up? Apply for an employer identification number EIN online. Okay, so you click that. And then you're going to go to, you just scroll down. I've already read this stuff prior. You can read it if you want, but you're going to go and click this button, apply online now. So what is this? They're out of hours of operation. So their hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, so I should have known that. It's business days. They don't work on the weekends, so I wouldn't be able to apply for an EIN. But I'm just showing you guys how easy this is to do. Okay, so you're going to go here and you can get your EIN for free. They don't charge you. And you could do that in about 10 minutes. Okay, you'll get your EIN, which is going to be your social security number, but it's for your business. Okay, so very easy to do, but this is going to help us to create generational wealth because now we're building an entity, a separate entity that we can operate from. We can buy properties underneath, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of tax benefits that come along with operating as an LLC or EIN. So we need to understand that as well. Okay, so that's how we're going to acquire our EIN. Now, we also are going to open up another tab because there's something else that we need to get, obviously, which is going to be our business establishment registered with the state that we are in. So how we're going to acquire that is we're going to go to one of the websites that I like to go to, which is fairly cheap in my opinion, Busy. Okay, Busy. It used to be InkFile. It used to be InkFile, but now it's branded as Busy. Okay. So Busy allows you to create a LLC for fairly cheap. I believe at the end of the session, it'll be about $125 if you do it correctly. So you're going to select what type of entity you're trying to build. You're going to select which state you're in, start my business, right? This is busy.com, orders.busy.com. Okay. You're going to go to basic. Okay. You don't need the EIN because you already got the EIN for free from irs.gov. So you don't need that. So that's going to waive another $70. You don't really need the business contract templates. You don't really need, you do need the operating agreement. Okay. So that's where some of that $100 comes into play. And you don't need expedited filing either. Okay. So you don't need these top three. You're really only paying $100 if you went to irs.gov and you got that. And they say IRS form, you don't even need that really either. Okay. So that's what I'm telling you guys. This is how I established my business. When I went to Chase, I was able to open up a business checking account using this same simple formula. Okay, things to keep in mind. You do want to also have a business website. Okay, let me pull up in our group chat. Actually, it's in my saved messages. I want to show you guys the business credit blueprint. We have an ebook out right now. I'm going to fast forward to the section where we are talking about the checklist. I need you guys to be aware that there is a checklist at the end of this ebook. And this is going to help you go through all the things that you need for your business. Okay, a proper business name. What we talked about, the NAICS code, right? A business address. Okay, that's another big one. Okay, are you guys able to see this? My screen here where I'm looking at the checklist. Hopefully, you guys are able to see that. But there is a business checklist. Okay, perfect. So the business address, we're going to need that. So how you get a business address, either you own your property, and a lot of you guys don't. A lot of you guys are still renting. That's perfectly fine. Okay. But you don't want to use a rental property as your business address. Why? Because eventually you're going to move, right? And then eventually you're still going to be getting mail to this business address and you're not going to be able to receive it. Okay. So you don't want a P.O. box either. Okay. So I'm going to show you real quickly how to go ahead and get a business address. Okay. Now, some of you guys will have to pay. A lot of you guys that are in my mentorship program, I may have a method for you to be able to use one of my real estate properties and be able to use that as your business address. Okay, so I don't really mind, but we're looking at getting a commercial building eventually anyways, and we can use that to receive mail. Really, all your business address is to be able to receive mail, okay? And also to identify your business, because when credit companies or banks are looking at you for funding, they're looking at your business and they're going to search it up, and sometimes they'll pull it up on Google. And if your business address looks like it's a cabin or, it's not professional looking, it can affect how much you get in funding. Okay. So this is how we get a business address if we don't own property and we're just really just brand new. It's going to cost. Okay. And what it's called is a virtual address. Okay. And what this is basically all you do is type this in on Google in your local area, or not local area because they're online. But basically, all this is it's a business who bought a real estate building, a commercial building, and they have maybe a big postal box in their building that they can receive mail, and they'll hold your business mail and you can use that as your business address so that when companies look you up to give you funding, they see this big building as your business address. Okay, so that's what businesses are doing. They're basically renting to you that opportunity to claim this as your business, and they'll just pretty much receive your mail for you. Okay, so that's what a virtual address is, and what you're buying, you're looking for is a virtual address, and you can go to iPostal, which might be one. Okay. A virtual address. Let's see what their plans are real quickly. $9.99 per month. Okay, so you can get a virtual address for $10 a month. Okay, that's going to give you, a good look for your business. All right. Now, me personally, I own real estate. I'll use my home address as my business. Okay, you can use your home address. The only way I would not recommend that, like I mentioned prior, is if you are renting the house. Okay, I would not use it if you're renting the house. Now, if you're renting to own, okay, and you're potentially going to purchase that house, then yeah, okay, you're looking at that long term. But if you're just renting, no, I do not recommend using that. Somebody else's property as your business address. Me, I own property, so I claim those and I use those as my business address. And that's perfectly fine. I can get mail there and I can receive my business mail there. Okay. But you're going to need this. Okay. You're going to need a business address. So let's go back to the checklist. And like I said, we're going to do a part 2. So I'll get to the EIN letter document and then we'll cut it and we'll go to this other half later. Actually, some of these ones I want to talk about. So let's speed through this. Business phone number. You can easily get a business phone number from Voice, GoogleVoice.com. Or I don't know if it's .com, but just type it in on Google Voice. Oops. Google Voice. Oh, it's giving me a hard time. Give me 1 second. Okay, Google. Okay. GoogleVoice.com. No? Okay, bear with me. There we go. Okay. Google Voice. So we're gonna go to Google Voice. We can easily get a business phone number. Very simple. I'm not gonna walk you through this whole process. But you can get a business phone number from Google Voice. All right. You can use that as your business number. Now, some businesses it might not work. You can use a separate phone. I would not use your personal number because you can't really. You have to separate the two. Okay. It's for tax purposes and for other purposes. It's just you have to separate the two. So you can use Google Voice. It's a separate number from your personal number, and you can buy a separate phone, have a phone line, and you can write that phone plan off because it's used for business. Okay. That's a strategy as well. But we're going to need a separate number. Google Voice makes it quick. Okay. Next one. Business website domain. So for a business website domain, we're going to go back to Google and we're going to type in GoDaddy. GoDaddy is where we're going to get our business website domain. Okay, because you need a business website. When these banks are looking you up, they're going to ask you what your business website is, and they're going to go to your website and look it up. Okay. Unfortunately, when I first did this, I messed up my relationship with Navy Federal business. Okay, I do have a relationship with personal relationship with Navy Federal, but the business relationship got canceled with that specific business, Cornerstone Foundations, because when they looked my business website up, I had credit on my website. Okay, you can't do credit repair. Like I said, those are all red flags when it comes to funding for these banking things. But you guys can learn from my bad experience. I did create a second LLC, and I will be getting Navy Federal with that LLC. So that is a strategy. You can always create another LLC, do it over again, label it as something different, create a website as something different, and you can get funding from Navy Federal once again. Okay, so that's the only way to go around it. It is what it is. Anyways, GoDaddy. We're on GoDaddy for the website domain. So, yeah, this is top 10 something. We're going to go to visit the site. That was the wrong website. This is the actual website here. So you can start for free. This is the website builder. This is not what I want. I want GoDaddy website domain. Okay, domains. Okay, so type the domain you want. This is what we want right here. Okay, so you're going to type your business domain, Cornerstone Foundation's website or .com or I don't know, whatever you want to name your website. Make it resemble your business. Don't make it too complicated. All they want to see is that you have a website. It doesn't have to be super professional or anything like that. They just really want to see that you have a website. The better it looks, the more professional. Yes, I mean it's going to help. But right off the bat, whatever. But we're just dealing with the domain right now. So, like I said, dazzlu.com. That was my website domain. I just wanted something simple. It's already taken, of course, because I own that. You guys can go to dazzlu.com right now and see that it is taken. But it's $11.99 for the first year. Okay, so you do have to renew this. This is like a subscription-based product. It's yearly, annually. It's the cost of doing business. Okay, so you're going to get a website.com. Okay, you're going to link that. You're going to get a domain and you're going to link that to, let me see, what's the next one? Business website. So it's business website / domain. Okay, how we get a website, we can do that simple as well. We're going to go to Google once again. You can go to Wix. Man, you could go to Wix, and I believe Wix has create a free website with AI. Okay, this is even through GoDaddy. GoDaddy will let you do the website. It's very simple. Okay, I'm not going to explain how to create the website. Literally, AI will do this for you if you go to GoDaddy, sign in. It's going to make your website. All you do is pick and choose, what type of business you're doing. etc. Okay, so it's very simple to make a real quick website, and they will accept that as your business website. Okay, no problem. Ands, ifs, or buts. And you can link your GoDaddy domain to the Wix website. Okay, so instead of it saying dazzlu.wix.com/ whatever, it's going to just simply say what I wanted it to say, which is dazzlu.com. Okay, so when you guys look up dazzlu.com, you guys can go directly to my website. It doesn't say dazzlu.myshopify.net. Okay, it says dazzlu.com. That's what you want. All right, so I don't want to drag this too long. EIN letter document, we already talked about that from irs.gov. Orders of operations document, you are going to get that when you go through Busy. We talked about that earlier. You're going to get your orders of operations. That was the $99, the only one that you actually needed, right? The orders of operations document. That states how your business is conducted and how it does business, okay? And you need to present this document and this document if you walk into a bank and try to open up a business bank account, okay? These two documents you're going to need, plus your ID and, maybe some other personal information, okay? Make sure you have that. Now, that's how you're going to get the business bank account, which is the next topic here. Registered DUNS number, okay? Real quick, because this is important. I don't want to skip this one, okay? DMB.com or gov? I think it's com. DMB.com, okay? And it's going to bring you to Dun and Bradstreet. DMB stands for Dun and Bradstreet, okay? So just like you have Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion on your credit personal profile, you also, for your business, have 3 credit bureaus. You have Experian Business, you have Equifax Business, and you have, instead of TransUnion Business, right? You would think it would be TransUnion Business, but it's not. It's Dun & Bradstreet. Okay, so that's the 3 bureaus that your business credit reports to. Okay, so in order for us to get a report for Dun & Bradstreet, we have to basically come up with a number for them to report to, okay? And that's going to be called our DUNS number. So we need to go to dmb.com and acquire our DUNS numbers, asking about some privacy. Okay, agree, proceed. Okay, now we're gonna scroll over here and it says DUNS number, right? And we're gonna go down under here and we're gonna click get DUNS number, okay? And I'll do a step-by-step on this specifically, just how to get through and get your DUNS number, but this is the website, okay? You're just basically filling out your information here. I have a US-based business, and you're just going to go through and put information in. Business name, okay? This is after your business is already established. EIN, business bank account, all that good stuff. Now we're starting to move into acquiring business credit. So we need to get the bureau that our business credit reports to established, which is our Dun & Bradstreet, okay? So this is how we get it, dmb.com. Okay, I'm gonna go back. We talked about registering the DUNS number, business credit nav monitoring, okay? So just like you have Credit Karma in the Experian app, you need to monitor your business credit. The way that you monitor your business credit is an app, it's called NAV. Okay, called NAV. So just like you have Credit Karma and Experian app, you have the NAV app. Okay, and this is what it should look like here, nav.com. Okay, this is what it should look like right here. You download this app in the App Store. It's in the Google Play. It's in the Apple App Store. Okay, you can find this app, but this is the actual website. You can log in. I might already be logged in. Let me see. I think I am. Okay. You guys might get to see a glimpse of my business credit scores, which might not be great because not all my business credit scores are reporting. Okay, business credit. Okay, grade A, excellent. Right. So my business credit is in good shape. Personal credit, 746 out of 850. Okay. So, your business needs to be registered, and the way that you get it registered was Dun and Bradstreet, and going through the legal way to pay to just get it taken care of, your website built. Okay. Now you have your website. You go get a business bank account. You get your Dun set up, so now it can report. And the way that you're tracking if it's reporting or not is coming here to the NAV. Every time you want to check your business credit scores before you go apply for a business credit card or a product, maybe you want to check your business credit scores, you come to this NAV. Another great thing about this NAV is they have a product. It's called Boost, and they might have changed the name of it now. I think it might be called NAV Prime. I think it's called NAV Prime now. So yes, so this is what it is. Basically, they're going to report a trade line to your business credit, all three business credit profiles. Okay, so that's kind of how this. See, it says one business trade line. This one says one trade line. So they're going to report trade lines to all three of your business credit bureaus. It's going to help build your business credit score, but you're going to pay $39.99 a month, $49 or $74. Okay. That's the pricing on everything, but that's the breakdown on NAV. Let's go back to the list. We talked about NAV, 3 business credit builder trade lines. I'm not going to discuss that. That's in the mentorship program. If you log in, if you're a member, you can log in at dazzler.com. You can go check out the course, and we talk about the 3 business credit builder trade lines. Okay. High tier business trade lines, we talk about those as well. I separated the two because just like personal credit, we have our personal credit builders. We have our high tier trade lines, and for business credit, we have our builders and our high tier trade line. Okay, that's the breakdown of the business credit checklist. Hopefully, this video wasn't too long. Hopefully, you guys were able to hear me loud and clear because I got the new mic going on now. Got the new mic going on now, so hopefully, you guys were able to hear, see the screen, able to follow along with it. And with that being said, family, hopefully you guys tap in. If you're not already tapped in, we got a bunch of stuff in the makings. A bunch of partners have joined the group recently. I'm really excited about where we're getting ready to take this business to, helping people build credit, helping people fix credit, helping people get business credit trade lines, helping people establish businesses and build their entities and buy real estate together and, just partner on deals and run up a bag, right? Life's too short. Let's get this bread. I'll see you guys on the next live session every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all plug in. And those that are members, I'll see you in the chat. Peace.